Whatever, Spanky.
It's just a journey, baby. It's just a journey, baby. Life's all about the journey, not the band. The real definition of the word. Know what I'm saying, baby? Yeah. I'm talking about. I love to let people hear my burps as I have them. And I'm sure they are equally enthusiastic about the entire exchange. Their ears get to smell my burp, as it were. Oh, that's a badass song. I'm glad I could play an awesome song for you guys. Oh yeah, I wrote it. That's right. That's right. It's good to be solo in here on whatever Spanky. No guest, just me. And it's a great idea. It's a great time. I'd like to give our thanks to our sponsors. The Wedgwood Urgent Care. The Wedgwood Urgent Care did my COVID test. It was very quick. It does say negative. Note the negative. Note the negative. And they were very good at being very prompt and everything. And I give them my seal of approval, all except for the one thing: the guy doing the drilling with the Q-tip, which I didn't know. I have already cheese. I had previously received a test when I went to the hospital in June, and there was a nurse, and she did the deep penetration in the skull but she was very, very ginger with it, very good. She was thorough, but she was nicer with it than this guy who, I swear, he basically, he ramrodded my nostril. He raw dogged it. He Rocco Siffredi'd my nostril with a dry Q-tip. I didn't feel good about it. It was so different than the other one I got. The same exact tests. So if you're out there and you're a doctor and you're giving these tests, remember, you're being thorough, but come on. I mean, you have to really, I don't know. It's like, I'm going to get hemorrhoids of the nose because there's like extra wiping going on. You know what I mean? Like when you wipe your ass just too much, it's like, yeah, you gotta get it. It's like, nah, it's better to just leave a little bit of shit on there and not wipe too hard, because then you have a stinky ass and you might get some, a rash or some sort of irritation, but at least you won't have hemorrhoids. And they're the worst. I tell you what. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I had thought I had experienced bad hemorrhoids younger, and I realized that those were hemorrhoid lights. They were they were not like the ones you get that I got later. The ones I got later reduced me to just a puddle of self-pity. I was reduced to tears, literally, dealing with these. Or just one. It's just one. And I went to the doctor, not for the hemorrhoid, but I think I did. Yeah, I went to the doctor for the hemorrhoid. That's right. He looked at it and he's like, "Oh, you got a little hemorrhoid there." I was like, "You're calling it little? You don't fucking call this little, okay? What I had been feeling is not little. If you call this hemorrhoid little, I'll give you a hemorrhoid. I'm going to bite your sphincter." and hopefully you get your blood clots on a small vessel and you get a hemorrhoid. Then you can, I'm sure he's felt the pain before. Maybe he's had hemorrhoids so much worse. So he's like, this is no big deal. Look at this little guy here, this little fella, this little tiny hemorrhoid. And I don't think size matters on hemorrhoids, by the way. If you have a little hemorrhoid, I would imagine it's just as bad as a big one. Or maybe that's not true. Maybe I should think about that before. Yeah, maybe a big hemorrhoid would be worse. I mean, it's good that I have little hemorrhoid. He wants to set my mind at ease. Maybe he wasn't trying to trivialize my pain and suffering. Maybe that. You never know, though. Doctors can be coarse, and they can be very like dismissive, and like you tell them something that you think is important, and they're just like meh, meh, and you're just like, I was thinking about that all week to tell you. Oh, I thought of this. This is happening. What does this mean? Is this relevant? And they're just like, man, what are you going to do? You know, and they don't even do anything. They're just like, continue medication. They even want to take you off medication. It's like a doctor's favorite thing to do is to take you off medication. I don't know why. It's like this. Oh, you feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling good. This medication's working. No, that's good. I've been working out for a few months. Let's go ahead and take you off of that. Since you're feeling great, let's stop the whatever. Let's not continue the feeling good thing and just try to take you off some of this medication. And we can see how you deal with the withdrawal symptoms. It's a fun little thing. It's a fun thing. You know, throwing the pasta against the wall and seeing what sticks. That whole thing, but transferred over to medication and being treated for something by a doctor. You're supposed to tell me what to do, and I'm going to trust you. Just don't tell me what is going on, and I'll trust you. Tell me what to do, and I'll trust you. But you know, baby, it's just what are you going to do? A person who has been just all I'm trying to do is smoke a little weed and drink a little beer. I ain't even trying to get up to my old antics, which landed me in the hospital in the first place. You know, mum's the word. Oh man, antics. People can get up to some crazy shit. They can get up to some crazy shit, and what are you going to do other than just, you know, follow your heart? You know, you find yourself in this situation where you can do some crazy shit or you can be practical and smart about it. Let's just think. Let's stop and think. Maybe you can be that person. Or maybe you just go for it, baby. Go for it. I think most people are most of the go for it type, right? Otherwise, there wouldn't be a reason for, you know, rehab and psychiatrists and therapy and, you know, trauma. This is the weird thing about trauma that I didn't know. Everybody has it, and that fucked up. Nothing more fun than talking about trauma. Save the trauma for Obama. That's what I always used to say. But yeah. Remember the Entourage show? That was a bad show, wasn't it? That was a bad show because sometimes in shows there's something good in the show and you can see it and you're like, why isn't the whole show this? And that in Entourage, I'm sure a lot of people have already come up with this theory. That was the Ari Gold. All we needed to see was Jeremy Piven being an asshole on camera for an hour, and we'll pay the money and see it. Have him go around, berate people, but also be brilliant and also have everything come to a cathartic kind of resolution, or at least some sort of, you know, some good conflict happening in a television show. I remember episodes of Entourage that were just the whole thing was just guys having a partying. That was the whole show. And you're like, that was a whole episode. And you're like, why am I, there's nothing going on here. This isn't life. Like, how can I, sometimes life is like that, but why would you want to, there's nothing interesting about it. So the whole thing should have been Ari Gold. Get rid of all the other people, have them come in and out. Get Ari Gold be the main character. That's what you want to see. That's what everyone wants to see. It's like, and that's not true for every show. I wouldn't just go across the board and say every show could be kind of streamlined like that. Like take the good parts out, lose the rest of it. Sometimes people do that shit. And it wouldn't even need to be a spinoff. In the middle of the second season, it should have just went to Ari. Now he's the main character and just change the whole thing. Why don't people do that? Why couldn't you just change it? Fuck them. Fuck anyone who thinks that you need to stay on these annoying guys. The funniest, obviously the good parts of the four main Entourage members were Turtle and Drama. You could have lost Adrian Grenier and the little guy who you don't even remember his name. You could have lost them too and just kept the goofy guys and Ari, and then you got a fucking show. People want that. They don't want everything's awesome. We're on a private jet. What, is it going to crash? No, it's just awesome. We just landed safely. Oh, good. I'm glad I watched everyone having a good time on a private jet. It's something that's annoying in reality when you see it on social media, people posting about their wonderful lives. Can I see a dramatic representation of the same thing on a fucking show and be jealous and pretend like I'm cool because I appreciate the ballerness of it? Bleh. Bullcrap. Entourage was a missed opportunity. Should have been Ari Gold. I don't even know why they didn't have the spinoff. Maybe did they? No, they didn't. There's no reason not to have an Ari Gold show. Because they exhausted his character too much in the dumb show Entourage. So now you can't carry it over because people are kind of tired of it. It would have failed. The Ari Gold show would have failed because its time was at the beginning. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The trials and tribulations of a Johnny Depp type actor? What's more banal? Who gives a shit? I want to see some jerk being a jerk in the duality of his personality. His character was good. He was like a family man, and and deep down he loved what he did, and also he knew he had to be a demon at what he did. So, and that right there is a great duality. And I guess we got into a time when you don't want to appreciate that. We don't appreciate, we don't appreciate duality of man. We don't appreciate an idea of a hero doing great things and also being a piece of shit. I don't know, which is who we are. That's why a movie like Bad Santa is great. That's why a show like The Happy Show with Christopher Maloney, last name, Christopher Maloney. That's a good show because he's a turd, but he's like, it's going to save the day. He's the only hope. That's what you want to see. That's life. That's reality. Not chiseled jaws. Who cares about a chiseled mandible? Not me. I just see kind of a person that was genetically blessed and or cursed. You know what I mean? Stupid Adrian Grenier. Yeah, I remember one movie he was in where he was banging a girl from behind and smoking. They were both passing a joint while he was banging her. I forget what the movie was called. But hey, if you're in a scene like that, you're pretty cool, right? Oh, it's great to be here solo. Nobody here to get in my way as I attempt to be interesting and funny. No one here to bounce anything off of or make a funny remark about something someone else might say. You don't want that. You want to have to bounce your own crap off your own skull. It's like a Thunderdome in there. It's a Thunderdome with, but not as much cool action. You know what I mean? It's like a Thunderdome with a couple of people that aren't stunt people and that really can't bounce around on the rubber bands very well. They're kind of upside down half the time. That's kind of like what my brain is. It's a subpar Thunderdome. And the people aren't really that enthusiastic on hanging on the outside of the Thunderdome. They're just kind of like going, "Oh, my hands hurt from holding onto the Thunderdome." And then I'm in there, kind of like, of course, I'm I'm Blaster, and I'm battling, my inner demons. I've been working on drinking. What I mean is I've been trying to drink in moderation. That's what I've been working on. That's what I'm attempting to do. I know I can drink shitloads. All right. So I already did that. I tackled that. I'm really good at it. A lot of experience. I want to try moderation. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to get your tolerance down and then drink 5 beers and feel like crazy, buzz. Not a crazy buzz, but way more than before, man. It's amazing. It's amazing how much sodium I used to eat. I quit eating a lot of sodium. And I used to do some crazy shit. Crazy shit. These days, I can't even imagine eating a medium French fry from Wendy's. I can't imagine it. If I did that, it would be as if, like, I fucked Freddie Mercury on the day he died. You know what I mean? That would be the same gamble. Essentially. Not really, though. It would just make me a little jittery. And, but, I'm playing around with the rules. Sometimes in life, you got to play around with the rules. I was following the rules very stringently, and I still do, as far as like sodium goes and that kind of thing. And I'm never going to drink like I used to drink. Not even half, not even a quarter, as much as what I used to drink. But you can't be. I've realized you can't just be. You can't be worried about this shit all the time. You gotta realize that life isn't just. Oh, now I have a heart condition, so I'm gonna quit enjoying anything. No, I figured out that that's not what it was about. You can enjoy a couple things. You can't, do blow and 20 beers 4 days a week. That's what I learned. And that's the big one, right? The big one is the white. Everyone's afraid of it. Everyone's afraid to talk about it. Don't say you ever did it. No, you shouldn't talk about that drug. What about alcohol? Everyone likes to have a drink every now and then, or 25. Don't mention cocaine. Don't mention it. We don't talk about that here. But we serve alcohol openly, and it's on television. But no, cocaine. The thing about cocaine is it would probably be okay without the alcohol. It really would, wouldn't it? But you get too jittery. It's kind of funny why we do things like that. We drink coffee and we're like, what do you feel like? I feel fucking crazy. I feel fucking jittery. I'm going to have another one here in about 10 minutes. It's not much different. Little drugs. At least cocaine doesn't stain your teeth. They might fall out, but they're white when they do. They're just pristine white when they fall out of the sink. Because maybe you were chewing too hard on a deviled egg or something, and your teeth just couldn't take it. This is fun. It's fun being all by yourself. Being all by yourself. Self, self, a self, self, self. Dooba doop dop dooba dop a doop dop doop a doop doop doodle doo. A hello doo 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 doo.
Hello.
Doo 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 doo. It's good to be here.
That sounds like a lot of crap to me.
No, it's real. I mean it. I'm not just bullshitting. Okay. Besides, who the fuck are you to tell me what the fuck to do?
You're taking me on, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe I am.
I have a nutcracker that crunches the testicles of men that take me on.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, big man with a big fucking threat. Yeah, I really take that seriously. Yeah, sure. I really take that fucking seriously. Yeah.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
Yeah, I know. I stumbled my speech a little bit. You're going to give me a fucking goddamn, I can't think of the word for it.
You clumsy poop!
Yeah, I know. I'm stupid. I'm fucking stupid already. I couldn't think of the word at the time. Jeez, man. Sometimes I just feel a little sensitive, you know.
I can smell your cunt.
Well, that's no way to address someone who's trying to be open about their emotions. I think it's fucked up, to be honest. It's pretty fucked up, man.
He really seems to care about what I have no idea.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any idea. You have no idea what the fuck I fucking care about. You know? I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe you have a problem. Maybe you have a problem. Maybe I could help you with the problem. All right? Maybe your problem is something I could help you with. You could be a little fucking open to the idea.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted to get involved with the discussion, Mr. Helper.
Oh, yeah. I guess I did want to get involved until you gave me some shit. Until you can't fucking just be a nice person. What's the problem, man? I mean, you got hostility in you. I don't understand it.
One night I'm going to come to you inside of your house, wherever you're sleeping, and I'm going to cut your throat.
See, that's just out of line. I don't appreciate it. All right? We can bullshit around, but, you know, you're going to threaten me and stuff? I don't understand. I don't understand why you think you can be the dominant force in the conversation.
I drink your milkshake.
I've seen the movie.
I drink it up.
I get it. I've seen the movie. Good, big man. All right. Yeah, I'm the asshole, right? I'm the stupid asshole. Just that falls for them dumb bullshit.
Do you know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube.
Yeah. I have a mind to just tell you to fuck off, man. Fuck off.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm still here.
He really seems to care.
Yeah, I know. I do care. I care about you, man. I care about you, dude. I care about you, man. You know, I was gonna fucking swing on you. I was about to fucking punch you in the fucking face.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Yeah, I get it. I know. I know you're not. You're just a good guy, a misunderstood fella. You know? Maybe you should let out some of your anger. You know, just vent a little bit. If you just did that, maybe everything wouldn't be so...
Shit-eating
Okay,
son of a
there you go.
bitch!
Good.
Bastard! Douchebag!
Yeah, that
twat,
works.
numbnuts,
But you don't want to associate anger with relieving stress, because then, or violence, you know, even verbal violence, you don't want to associate it with, because then from that point on, you'll have to be verbally violent to, you know, get rid of all your stress, you know. I mean, I'm like you. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even fucking from this planet, you know. It's like, where were you born?
Spherical object resting in the highway.
Oh my God, you're a goddamn fucking alien? That explains a lot, man. That explains a lot. Well, for your sake, I hope everything turns out all right. Yeah, for your sake and my sake and the sake of anyone within driving distance of you, because you're a fucking psycho.
You're taking me on, aren't
He
you?
really seems to care.
Yeah, I'm taking you on, and I care a lot about you. I don't care if I accidentally push the sample. I do care about you, okay? I don't want you to ever think I don't care about you, you know? Sometimes you just think you don't know what to think. You just want to be part of something bigger than you. You want to have some meaning to your life. You want to have something to look forward to. Something that drives you, wets your whistle, makes your engine purr. Yeah. I'm here to tell you, baby, we can find that together. We can find that in the night. Just go back to the night, figure out what that missing piece of the puzzle is out there in the night. Sometimes to see the clarity, you gotta take the light away, The only light you need is that yellow street light, baby. That yellow street light where everything looks like that movie Training Day. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. You just kind of bring it out of yourself, that moxie. I feel like we can do it together. Me, you, whoever's listening out there in that crazy, crazy Columbus town and beyond. That crazy America town, that crazy Earth town, or Terra, as I call it. It's my little pet name for the world, Terra, T-E-R-R-A. I wish I was as big as the Earth. I would make love to it. You're goddamn right, I'd fuck the world. I dare you to find somebody who wouldn't. I dare you to find a reason to live other than the possibility that one day we can transcend our physical selves and that we can become an essence or an entity big enough to fuck the earth. Oh, it's okay. I'll be gentle. And then everything explodes out into positivity. That sweet, sweet world, baby. Sometimes you just gotta clean the clouds off your pubic hair. You've been banging the world all night long. I wish you could be there with me.